in public schools from Cascades Elementary and her first year as principal there, Crescenda Jones, and Northeast Elementary Principal Phil VanAllen. Good morning.
Good morning,
fellas.
Good morning.
Thanks for having us.
Thank
Nice
you.
to have you guys. It's an exciting time as always at JPS, but we were talking just on the break, just all the improvements that have been made. Kind of just makes everything come together.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, when I look at where Northeast was just a few years right before COVID, all the changes they've brought in, all the things they've done, improving these areas for students, for teachers, everyone, it's fantastic.
Yeah, and you've got a brand new school.
Brand new school, beautiful building inside and out. So we're doing some great things inside as well.
What's it like having the brand new building for, well, one for yourself, staff, but for the kids?
I think it gives the families, the staff, me as a whole, something to look forward to. We're not just concentrating on the beautiful building on the outside, but actually trying to do some great things on the inside as well in terms of instruction. And we're doing great things, both inside and out.
Yeah, and with a new building, you never have to worry about anything really breaking. So that's cool.
I asked, we had two guests, two principals on from JPS yesterday. I asked them both if they had seen Abbott Elementary, and neither had.
The show?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I have seen it. Get a kick out of it. Some of you are like,
It's
I've
fun.
seen that
It's
before
funny.
happen. And some are like, I wouldn't go like that. But yeah, I get a kick out of it.
Yeah, it's a pretty funny show, and it's about elementary school in
Yep.
Philadelphia. Yeah, I'm having tough times.
I bet, yeah. It's fun.
So you're all both in a good mood because, spring break.
It's coming up. We're kind of, who's counting, right?
Yeah. What's spring break like for a principal? Is that just a nice time to chill out, or?
You get some work done,
Yeah.
where there's a little freedom for you, right? So
Yeah.
most of mine will be done from home, but it's still kind of okay. We're looking at towards the end of the year here now, right?
Yeah.
We come back, kindergarten roundup starting
I know.
right away. Then we're looking at everything for the picnics. We're looking at the end of the year. We're looking at our 5th grade bridging ceremony as they get ready to go to Parkside. So it would be great if we could have some time to sit and relax, but there's still work to be done.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at some of the things happening at each of your schools. You can tell us what we're looking at.
Yeah, so this one here is one of our kindergarten rooms. So these kiddos were part of the Young Fives program, and so they get 2 years. They call it a gift of time. So they were with Mrs. Chartrand last year for their Young Fives, and then they're with her again this year in kindergarten. So right now they're working through their different letters. They're getting ready for the 1st grade. We've got in all of our K through 2 rooms at Northeast right now these smart boards. They're great. We're able to put them in a spot where they're low enough the students can interact with them. They can work on their letters, their sound blends, all of those different activities. They get a chance to really interact with it. And same idea here. They have these where it's inside this little piece of plastic that they can write on, erase, reuse. So as they're doing their math, their 10 frames, it really puts the student interacting with their work and having a chance to be a part of what's going on.
Those
in the
two
classroom.
pictures, that's more work than I did in my entire kindergarten.
I know, isn't kindergarten? It's so different. Even when I was there, right?
I was telling Jasper was on the other, I think I went a half day.
Yeah.
Kindergarten.
Yep, I had
But it was
kindergarten
probably
PM.
2.5 hours or
Yeah.
something, right?
And you might do your letters and numbers, you moved on. Now they're
Right.
doing everything under the sun, what we thought of as 1st grade as kinder.
Yeah.
So,
Much more intense.
yeah.
Reading month.
Reading month, so Mrs. Chartrand invited me down to her room to read to them. It's so much fun with these kindergartners. They're so excited and so into these stories as you're going through. This one, you're making animal noises and everything else, so the kiddos just love it. We've had Superintendent Beal, Assistant Superintendent Baker, all kinds of people have come through. We had former principals, everything else come through the building.
You haven't done any reading month things.
You know,
have you?
I haven't in a long time. No, in a long time.
Oh, we
We
know
got
we
to
need
get
ask
to
next
sign
year.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been
Yeah.
it's been a
Signed
long
up.
time since I have, but you have, of course.
Yeah. And Crescenda, you brought some photos from Cascades Elementary.
Yes, our students are celebrating 100th Day. So that's one of our classrooms where we get to a milestone of counting the number of days that we've been in school. So they're very excited in Miss Beth Miller's room.
That was always my favorite day to go to the school.
Oh, 100.
Kids dressed up like they were 100 years old, and they brought 100 pennies, and
Correct.
100 this, and 100 that.
And this is some center time work where students are placed in centers while the teacher works with other students for reading or an ELA. So our TP there. And
Bart,
that's
do you
a-
know what ELA is?
What?
Do you know what ELA is?
ELA?
Yeah.
English language.
Very good. But yes, that's one thing I've learned is that's what the kids are called. I have
Yeah.
ELA. I have ELA. That's taken me some time to get used
Yeah.
to as a parent.
That's something as educators we need to work on, right? We're so used to throwing these acronyms out. We
Right.
got
But they
TAs
do.
and the IEPs and everything else.
And some pumpkin carving there as they were celebrating harvest. So just some great students. Those are our kindergarten classrooms and some coloring of numbers. And what a skill that we need in kindergarten.
So kindergarten roundup, there's a lot going on. You guys have you really need to plan on spending a little bit of time, but there's tons of resources available.
Yeah, absolutely. So when they come into the building, they'll get a chance to tour the building. Both of us have fairly large buildings. We're the two largest elementaries in JPS. And so there's going to be a host of different people there where they can meet different parts of the community. So the ABC Academy, Center for Family Health, all these different groups that are going to be there that are community partners. And I know we say a lot where community comes together, but Kindergarten Roundup is a great example of that.
Yes, it is.
All these different partners that come together. Students are required by the state to have vision and hearing screening. We offer it right there on site.
And people can pick which kindergarten roundup they go to. In fact, they can go to all of them.
Yeah,
Yes,
they
they
sure
can.
can. Yeah, we'll see that too sometimes. So they'll go to all the different buildings, have their choices, right? With school of choice, that's a big part of their options. Being able to go through these buildings, see what does this building offer, what's unique, what's different here compared to other buildings in district, out of district, and make the informed choice.
How long have you been at Northeast now?
So this is my third year at
Okay.
Northeast, fourth year at JPS. I was
Wow.
assistant principal a year and second year as principal.
Awesome.
Kids can, both of your schools, all JPS schools are neighborhood schools.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've got a lot of kids that just walk.
Absolutely.
But you can, as you said, you can go to any one of the schools.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you live.
Yep. Yep. It's definitely unique for education compared to what it used to look like, right? But
Yeah.
it's great for them to have those ability to say, this is the building that I think is going to meet my needs the best.
Yeah.
What's the personality of Northeast Elementary?
Well, you're seeing it right here. So we've got, when you look through our whole building, we've got such a fun, engaging staff that just loves working with kids, right? So you look at our kindergarten, those teachers are down there on the floor with them. I was a high school teacher. I couldn't imagine spending the day on the floor and on the carpet, right? But they're down there with them. They're reading with them. As you work your way up through the building, we use what's called caring school communities. So the whole idea, they start with a morning circle and a little bit bigger than this circle, but they're all together. There's a topic they're covering, and they're going through either a struggle they've had, a success story they've had, something where they're talking about what's coming up in that day. And that's been a huge part of it for our kinder through our fifth grade.
And Crescenda, is your school too new to have a personality?
No, we are not too new to have a personality. I'm very fortunate to have a mix of some new teachers, so fresh out of college teachers, as well as our more seasoned teachers. Just like Phil alluded to, we have some caring, outstanding kindergarten teachers that do an awesome job. When I need a little pick-me-up, that's where I'm headed, to a kindergarten room to hear the kids read or get down on the floor with them as well. But we are definitely doing some awesome things around PBIS, which is Positive Behavior Intervention Support, and working to make sure that that community feel comes to Cascades.
Great. See you both at Kindergarten Roundup next month, and thanks for coming in today.
Yeah, thank you
Thank
guys.
you.
Appreciate it.
JPS principals Phil VanAllen and Crescenda Jones. More of the morning show after this.